clock, put in work, time for me to work.
Alright, let's fire up Burp Suite and get ready to blend Juice Shop into a delightful smoothie of vulnerabilities. Let the hacking hijinks commence. Since scans are basically on vacation, the dashboard is just there to look pretty and nod approvingly for now. So, let's skip the small talk and head straight to the target tool. Sure, we could dive into the browser like excited kids in a candy store, but let's show some restraint and keep things tidy. Click on Scope, because we're here for quality, not quantity. Now, click Add under Include in Scope, type in http://localhost:3000 aka our Juice Shop, then click OK. When prompted, click Yes to avoid picking up out-of-scope data. Boom! Now we'll only capture the juicy gossip and won't have to worry about random noise cluttering up Burp Suite. Next, click back on the sitemap, and let's launch a browser. Time to explore and see what vulnerabilities we can snag from our digital juice stand. So in your browser, type http://localhost:3000 to bring up the Juice Shop. This is where the real fun begins. And before clicking anything on the page, let's take a step back. We usually want to click on Dismiss when a pop-up appears, but refrain from doing it this time. This can provide a little bit of help, as you'll see later on. If you look back at your sitemap in Burp Suite, you'll see everything coming to life. All the pages and requests from Juice Shop are neatly listed, like a treasure map filled with hidden gems. This is where you get to watch the action unfold behind the scenes. Plus, take a peek at the dashboard and you'll notice data is starting to pop up. The dashboard gives you a sneak peek at all the requests making their way through. It's like having VIP access to the security show. You can track requests, see responses, and even spot any vulnerabilities trying to sneak by. Now, taking a look at the proxy tool, under HTTP history, you'll see all the requests and responses flowing through Burp Suite. It's like flipping through a secret dossier of everything happening behind the scenes. Each request and response is laid out in neat little rows, ready for you to dissect and uncover any juicy vulnerabilities that might be hiding. Some easy things to look for right away are parameters. In the world of web requests and APIs, parameters are extra nuggets of information you add to help the server understand exactly what you're asking for. Whether they're in the URL, body, or headers, parameters make sure the server knows exactly what you need, no guesswork required. And here's the twist, these are prime spots to find vulnerabilities like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and other sneaky weaknesses just waiting to be exploited. Also, keep an eye out for any requests that include if-none match headers. This HTTP request header is used for caching and conditional requests, helping prevent unnecessary data transfers by allowing a client, like a browser or API client, to ask the server if the resource has changed since its last request. If the answer is yes, the server responds with the new version of the resource along with an updated e-tag, ensuring the client always gets the latest content. If the answer is no, the server returns a 304 not modified response, telling the client to use its cached version instead, saving bandwidth and improving performance. While it's primarily used for caching, this header can also be a potential attack vector for things like cache poisoning or predictable responses. If you notice any unusual patterns or unexpected behavior in these requests, it could indicate an opportunity for further investigation. In addition to parameters and if-none match headers, here are a couple of other very easy things to look for. 1. Uncommon HTTP methods. HTTP methods such as delete may indicate areas of potential risk due to their ability to perform actions like deleting or changing things on a website. Hackers can also use them to sneak around security. And 2. Sensitive data in URLs. Exposing sensitive data like session tokens or user IDs in URLs can create vulnerabilities, as URLs are often logged in browser history, server logs, and analytics tools. Keeping these tips in mind will help you quickly spot vulnerabilities and better identify weak spots in the application to kickstart your exploitation journey. With that said, let's head back over to Juice Shop and try to identify our first vulnerability, the hidden scoreboard. Time to put our skills to the test and uncover the secrets lurking in the app. When you launch Juice Shop, you'll notice it provides some helpful tips on how to find the scoreboard. We can follow those tips, or, if we want to spice things up a bit, we can use Burp Suite to do some sneaky probing. Open the proxy tool in Burp Suite, and you'll see several GET requests reflecting the browser queries we just made. Let's narrow our focus to only those with parameters, as they're more likely to reveal something useful. Since our goal is to find the scoreboard, let's specifically target any requests or responses that might offer clues about it. For any other potentially relevant requests, just right-click, select Highlight, and pick a color to mark them for easy identification later. If you've combed through all the parameters and still come up empty-handed, don't sweat it, I've got a feeling we're just one clue away from cracking the case. Let's shift gears and take a look at any requests with the if none match header. Since we already know this little guy is all about making sure the server doesn't send us the same stuff over and over again, let's see if we can mess with the request and make it spill some secrets or give us something extra. Oh, and one more thing, if you come across a request with the if none match header, send it straight to repeater. Just right-click on the request and select the repeater option. Once you're in the repeater tool, click Send to see how the request responds in its original state. Then, we can tweak the request and resend it through repeater to see if we uncover anything interesting. If everything went according to plan, you should have located the GET request for the Juice Shop application settings by now. This request should reference /application-configuration. This is where the system is likely returning key configuration details for the application, putting you on the right path to dive deeper into its setup. If you haven't done so already, send this request to repeater to examine how these configurations could affect the system's behavior or security settings. Now, in repeater, click Send to view the original response. Next, remove the if none match header and click Send again. You should notice that the response now provides more details. Do a search for Scoreboard in the response and see what you come up with. And boom, you might just uncover something interesting. You should have just unlocked the code to the Juice Shop scoreboard. Head over to a proxy browser and test your findings. And congratulations! We've just uncovered the Juice Shop scoreboard. Take a moment to look around and soak it all in, it's like finding a hidden gem in a sea of data. Pay close attention to the details, the scoreboard itself might reveal some interesting patterns, and who knows, there could be even more secrets waiting to be discovered. Take your time to explore, and when you're ready, dive deeper to see what other clues you can uncover. You've just unlocked a key part of Juice Shop, so enjoy the journey, this is just the beginning. So Arman, what did you think of this training? Did I do better this time?
Oh wow, uncovering the scoreboard, what a total shocker. It's almost like following the clues actually worked. No, but seriously, this was actually pretty cool. Felt like a mini hacking adventure, and now I'm curious what other totally unintentional secrets Juice Shop has hiding. Guess I'll have to stick around for the next one.
That's the spirit, Arman, my boy. With that said, in the upcoming videos, we'll create a Juice Shop account, leave some totally honest smoothie feedback, maybe even try to buy a few items, and who knows, we might just stumble upon a couple of accidental loopholes along the way. So until next time, remember, it's always CyberSoul Security, and we out.
Touch the clock, put in work, time for me to work.